Welcome back to the channel, everybody, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. This is 3 AM. I make content covering anything paranormal, eerie, and or disturbing. So if you've been here before, you'd see that I've covered a lot of TikTok content over here on this channel. And today we are doing just that. So if you do like what you see and you enjoy exploring into the realms of the dark side of any type of internet content, then I invite you to check out the channel even more and subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a channel called briandanie1 over on TikTok. He has gained over 100 million views out of all of his videos he has up there. It's about a guy that discovers an alien or some sort of UFO outside of his house. He captures it on CCTV and everything turns a little bit more dark for him. So without further ado, guys, sit back, relax, and let's get straight into it.
A space object landed on the Florida coast last night. We tracked it down and the officers had something suspicious in this yellow bag. When we got home, a man in a suit was already at our place. Unidentified aerial phenomena dropped down on the Florida coast. First thing in the morning we drove to the beach to find it. This is what we saw when we got there. We tried to get closer but the officers on the beach saw us. When we got home, this man was at our house. For days we have seen suspicious vehicles in front of our place. If anyone knows what we should do, please let us know.
So as you can imagine, both of these clips equated to a lot of views. To be precise, they made both over 10 million views together, and this stirred up a lot of talk over on the app. Now, I'm not entirely sure what has happened here, or if this is a movie set and they've just managed to put two clips together and made it more entertaining than it is real. However, if this is real and it has some sort of connection with the guy stood here as well, then this is absolutely terrifying.
Joe Rogan reposted a news article from CNN of the Pentagon confirming leaked videos of UFOs. In an effort to stop my video from being leaked, they sent somebody to my home. Regardless, I'm here to share what I have until I can't anymore. This is what we saw when we tracked down the space object the next morning. My friends and I came across a man on the street carrying a bag that looked like it had a person inside. We chased after him. We finally caught up to him at his house. Let us know if you want to see what was inside the man's bag.
At the time of briandanie1 posting these videos, it was really starting to blow up, as you can see by big famous people like Joe Rogan reposting this, talking about it. And then you have this clip of this guy walking around with this bag on his back and what appears to be a hand hanging out the bottom of the bag. Is that suspicious? Could it be something completely unrelated? Are they linked? There's some questions that need to be answered and that we can all ask. But what do you guys think? Let me know in that comment section down below.
Throughout the week we have seen more and more people come forward about space object sightings. Was what I saw on the beach that day the same thing that was flying through the sky? Was the man in the suit at my house to delete the evidence? If so, why me? Did they not want us to see this?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of content on this channel that could get me copyrighted, so I will be narrating some clips. So this guy believes to have seen an alien outside of his flat or apartment, and there is a van outside that looks suspicious, followed by a lot of news anchors and articles that are surrounding this topic. As you'd see in this clip here, of various sightings around the world.
My previous posts have allowed nearly 20 million people to see the alien I tracked down. After seeing one of these bright lights crash down, I went to the site. I saw officials surrounding the alien. Barstool Sports posted a UFO sighting in broad daylight. Why won't the government and the mainstream media tell us the truth? Is this evidence an alien from space landed on Earth? After an enhanced HD digitalization of the original image, we are able to see this creature in a new way. This is the unidentified flying object I tracked down.
And some of the speeds being reported seem to blow the theory about foreign drones out of the water.
Is this what they didn't want us to see? New UFO sighting took place tonight. This footage was filmed in the USA. Thermal analysis shows what could be a smaller ship flying around, and a much larger mothership behind it. Save and share this video before it's too late.
So since originally posting about his sighting from his own apartment, there has been a lot of talk about various UFO sightings from around America and even the globe. And now I'm not sure whether to believe that his sighting could be real. I originally thought it was just a comet or a meteorite striking through the atmosphere, but there is a lot of UFO sightings all over the world, and there has been before this video even struck the internet, so it is very, very eerie.
On June 1st, the Pentagon will produce its most complete report to date on UFOs and UAPs. This was at the behest originally of former President Donald Trump, who gave the U.S. intelligence agencies 6 months to reveal what they know about UFOs and reveal it to Congress. This report will include discussions about incidents and sightings that cannot be explained with present-level human technology.
So on June 1st, Brian then goes on to post about the government's plans to unveil any UFO information they have on June the 1st. Obviously, I've made this video a little while after that date had been crossed. However, what we're going to find out is whether the government have any inside information on any of these UFOs and what they can tell the public. What Brian then goes on to post about is how the military have been so secretive about revealing this information. We don't know what they are and we need the answers. It's then been narrated that getting information about UFOs has always been a challenge. UAP Task Force information files, and there's more news articles about how the government are hiding things.
Pentagon admits it doesn't know what in the world this is, and that's where you pause. Because from a national security perspective, that is a very big problem. How big a problem is it? One Navy pilot said that the U.S. military has observed unidentified flying objects maneuvering in restricted airspace every day for 2 years. Every day for years.
So with Brian's big curiosity about June 1st and the government's reveal about UFOs, what happens next?
The Pentagon missed the deadline of June 1st to disclose information regarding aliens and UFOs.
So Brian constantly discusses and posts about the UAP Task Force files being revealed to the general public, and for a handful of you that may not know what UAP stands for, it's basically an unidentified aerial phenomena, which is a new fancy way of saying unidentified flying objects. So I took it upon myself to do my own research and look into this, and there are multiple reports on the news suggesting that there is a UAP Task Force set to be revealed. They've classified that the UAP is not necessarily an alien, however, they still don't know what it is, so it is unidentified. June 25th discussion was talked about here. A US government report on the UFOs issued on Friday said defense and intelligence analysts lack sufficient data to determine the nature of mysterious flying objects observed by American military pilots, including whether they're advanced earthly technologies, atmospherics, or of an extraterrestrial origin. And then most of the news articles go on then to talk about how nothing was confirmed from the UAP files. But utmost importantly, and also very chilling, is that they have not ruled out anything either.
My videos exposing the world's first ever seen alien went viral. I have been seeing government vehicles outside my home. A couple weeks ago, I even saw a man investigating my property. Did he show up to delete the only true evidence that aliens might actually be living among us? Save and share this video in case the government permanently takes it away.
Brian goes on to talk about these sightings of the vehicles and people becoming more and more intense every day. More pages on the internet like Lad Bible are covering these topics and are discussing his content on their own pages. These vans are following him and it's all becoming very real to him now, and Brian is beginning to become very unsettled. Brian then discusses it is said to believe that these UFOs are able to move in the water the same speeds they're able to move in the air. This one in particular has been caught on camera, but then it's said it suddenly plunged into the water and disappeared. Things seem to be getting more dark for Brian. He sees an SUV outside of his house for days, he approaches it, and it immediately speeds away from him. What do you guys think is going on here? Is this all for entertainment? Is it a hoax? Or are we really being visited by extraterrestrial life? He then takes it upon Google Maps to go and see if there are alien bases, to which he thinks there are, and he sees these objects under the water, this circle with another circle in the middle of it. Does that mean Area 51 is the least of our worries? Is that a cover-up from the government? Do they not want us to know about these underwater bases that Brian has potentially discovered? Also, his videos have been taken down, reported, and TikTok have taken them straight off his account. Is that the government's ploy to try and stop Brian's whistleblowing and enlightening many people around the world? This was 3am. and it was our first video touching on extraterrestrial life, so if you guys did enjoy this one, let me know. And we can try and dig deeper into the internet and get to the bottom of some unsolved mysteries and UFO conspiracies. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of this particular story, these unknown sightings, and the UAP files. Also, if you have any personal experiences, I would be fascinated to hear about them. As always, guys, drop this video a like, subscribe if you're new, check out any other content on this channel, and I will see you next time.